Okay, we are live now. Hi, good evening. And that I did was on midlife crisis. I defined what is midlife crisis and what do you feel like midlife crisis. If you have not seen my earlier video, it's about when you're in the 30s or 40s, you feel like doing something different. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing. You start blaming yourself. You start thinking of all the opportunities that you missed in the past. So, continuation to that topic, today's topic is reinventing yourself in the second life. This is after midlife crisis. Once you've understood what is midlife crisis and you've come out of it, how do you reinvent yourself and what are the opportunities and inspirations that you can use? In today's session, I'll be using some of the examples, my own example of how I took benefit of these advantage of this situation. So let me introduce the reinvention that you can do post midlife. So in midlife, you would have said that I don't want to do this. I've been doing it for a long time. I want to do something new. And so this is an opportunity for you to start doing something new, start learning something new. You could, at the end of this video, I'll also give you few resources which you can refer to and see, start learning from there. But here, what I want to touch upon the point is once you realize that you have hit the midlife crisis and you know how to deal with it after watching my previous video, the next step is you have to challenge the myth of aging. If you are in a mid 40s, mid 50s, people will start telling you that it's high time. You can't go back to school, you can't start learning, you can't start looking for a new job. All these are myths. You need to overcome these myths. And I give my example. When I was in Singapore in 2012, that was the time when I thought of doing something different. And I was in corporate job for close to 14 years. I had worked in around 10 countries. And I decided that I want to go back, not just go back to India and settle down in Bangalore, where I was there for 20 years, but I thought of settling down in my hometown here in Dharwad. So it was 10 years ago I took this decision. It was a bold decision. It was one of the reasons to overcome the midlife crisis. If you question what will I do there? So I didn't know that. And it all opened up new avenues for me for personal growth. So look at after you bust the myth that aging is something which you shouldn't worry about. Then look at what are the personal growth opportunities. I started learning about millets, about health. I was in tech. I was in sales and marketing, in process improvement and project management. From there, I moved to the area of health. So I started researching more about millets. So this gave me a lot of vigor and energy. So I was doing something new. This was nothing repetitive. So newness brings a lot of energy and enthusiasm in you within your family as well, because it's not the same route 9 to 5. You are doing something new. If you're worried that you don't want to quit your job and do whatever you've been doing, spend at least 1 hour every day in learning something new, looking at personal growth. One of the good things that has happened to me is I took up studying yoga in 2017. When I had already 40 plus, I went back to school. I started doing my yoga instructor course. Then I enrolled myself for Masters of Science in Yoga. And when I was close to 45, I also enrolled in Masters of Science MSc in Dietetics and Food Service Management. So those gave me a lot of scope for learning new things. That brings in a lot of enthusiasm. And also for many of you, it's a time for professional transformation. If you are in individual contributor role, you would want to be a manager, but you're not able to break that shell that you feel is outside you. For that, you need to take a break, reevaluate what your priorities in life are, and assert yourself into into a role which you feel where you can add value to the organization and to yourself as well. So look at professional transformation opportunities within your organization, outside your organization. One of the good examples that has happened in my life is being with Wipro in the early part of my career. Wipro is a great organization to work with. Many MNCs are also great to work. The best things in Wipro was that every 18 months, we had a chance to look for new opportunities within the organization. So for the first 6 years, I worked in digital marketing. Within that, the first 1.5 years was in cold calling, looking at new prospects. So this was tougher part of the sales, which is usually called as the hunting sales. You hunt for new customers. The second part was when I was looking for farming, which is I was given named accounts. I had to go and sell more of Wipro products there. It was much easier. So I did that for 3 plus 3, that is 6 years. After which I told within Wipro that I want to change and do something new. That is when I read and did Six Sigma Black Belt certification. That was a change in the role that I was doing. I came out of sales and went into process improvement. And after 2 years, I moved from process improvement and I went into project management. So this way, I was able to change the way in which I was professionally blossoming. So you can also look at such opportunities. And then my suggestion, if for this date and time, if you have any skill set, any knowledge, it's best to utilize by sharing it with the world. In the initial few days, you can share it for free, whatever knowledge you have. But over a period of time, there will be people who will respect you for your knowledge and would be even ready to pay for what you are imparting as a knowledge. This is the time when you can use digital tools such as Zoom, learning management systems, marketing systems, sales systems to use your knowledge and make money out of it. So making money is not bad if you are able to do it with pure intent of helping people. You will see that you're growing day by day. The next thing is use the power of community and networking. In whatever work you've been doing till now, you would have gained great set of friends, followers. Rely on them. Spread the word that this is the new thing that you are doing. Many a times you don't know where your next godfather will come from. Who is that who's going to help you? And you'll be surprised to see that all the dots are getting connected. You will find it so overwhelming and so fortunate that you didn't even think of a mentor and then the mentor appeared in front of you. It's just because you were spreading the word to the universe and the universe heard you and it opened its arms and they were and you got the right mentor there. On one of the points on digital transformation, digital embracing the digital technology, coach. His name is Siddharth Rashekar, and he helps people go digital. You could also look at his videos, and if you like him, you can also enroll into his course and learn digital technology to spread your word. Okay, so embracing technology. Then I talked about the power of community. The last, but not the least, is the resilient mindset. Many people will come and tell you that whatever you're doing is a path not chosen by many. you are going to fall flat. You may have a problem with it. So just believe your instincts and go ahead and make sure the world knows who you are, what you're capable of. So developing your mindset comes when you have a community in place, community of friends who support you, who help you to be uh, the best version of yourself. So once the mindset is being planned, then there is action plan for reinvention. Put in place what are the new things that you're going to do, which are the new opportunities, job opportunities, promotion opportunities that you are going to try. What is the timeline within which you will try? So once you have the plan in place, start acting on it. I will share a couple of resources to you in the comment section of books, few apps, and generally, I haven't read all these books, but then I know that for sure they are going to help you if you have crossed the midlife crisis of the second half of your life. It'll be a great opportunity for you to learn from these resources and take your life to a much, much greater heights. I would want to conclude this by drawing few lines from this famous speech, convocation speech that the ex-CEO of Apple gave, and in which what he was talking is he was not able to connect the dots while they were happening. He was able to, Steve Jobs said in that session that there was a calligraphy course that he took and he never knew why he took it, but then later on he realized the beautiful fonts in the Apple computer are because of his calligraphy course. You never know why crisis has hit you, but taking benefit of midlife crisis and overcoming it and coming out of it and establishing a second life for yourself is how you would utilize that opportunity that life has given. So if life has given you lemons, make lemonade out of it. So that's how I would conclude today's session. Go beyond midlife crisis, use the opportunities and the inspiration. So even in my life, after coming back to Dharwad, it's been 10 years now. I've taken different route as far as employment is concerned. I've started Holistic Health Society, where I've started helping holistic health coaches go online, increase their impact and double their income. It's such a gratifying work. I would have been happy being in corporate life, but I'm much, much more happier because I'm doing what my heart is telling me to do. So, dil ki sune ya man ki sune, so dil ki suno. And I think that everything happens for good. जो भी होता है अच्छा के लिए होता है. With this, let me conclude today's talk. This is a bit lengthier. Let me know in the comment section below how did you find this session. And also look at the resources that I'm putting in the comment section. Utilize them and let me know. Even if one person comments me saying that they've gained anything out of it or if this has changed their life, I'll feel this live video has done its work. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.